Listen up, Washington Commanders fans. Brace yourselves because we've got some red-hot news you definitely don't want to miss. Get ready because we're dropping a bombshell that's going to shake things up in the Commanders' world. Is one of our top players looking to make an exit? This is about to get real interesting. But that's not all. We've got even more excitement coming your way. 2 undrafted rookies have been turning heads in training camp. Who are these hidden gems, and how might they change the game for the team? You've got to stick around to find out. To top it off, the most talked about rookie on offense has just been dubbed the X Factor of the team. What exactly does that mean, and how could it change the team's dynamic? Can't afford to miss this. So don't go anywhere, Commanders fans. Stay locked in on this channel because we've got explosive news that's going to rock the fan base. Smash that like button and subscribe so you don't miss a thing. Could Jonathan Allen be looking to leave the Washington Commanders? Listen up, my friends, because this news is coming in hot and is about to rock the entire Burgundy and Gold Nation. This isn't just any rumor, it's something that could significantly change the future of our franchise. So get ready, because what you're about to hear might make you rethink everything you thought you knew about the future of this defense. First things first, let's cut to the chase. There's no time to waste, as what's happening behind the scenes with the Washington Commanders demands our full attention. Jonathan Allen, our veteran defensive lineman, could be considering requesting a trade. And when I say could, I mean it with an emphasis you can't ignore. This isn't a decision that's taken lightly, especially not from a player of Allen's caliber, a man who's been a cornerstone of our defense since he was drafted. Ryan Fowler of Bleacher Report dropped a bombshell that's left the entire Commanders community in shock. The idea that Allen, with his multiple Pro Bowl selections and status as one of the NFL's top defensive linemen, might be looking for a way out of the team is simply staggering. But the question on everyone's mind is, why? Why would such a critical player for our defense, a leader on and off the field, even consider the possibility of leaving the team that's watched him grow into a star? The answer, my friends, might lie in frustration. Yes, the frustration that has built up over the years due to the team's lack of success. 8 years. 8 long years and just 1 playoff appearance. That's got to be tough to swallow for a fierce competitor like Allen. The Commanders have fought hard and gone through countless changes, but sustained success has been elusive. And let me tell you, it's no wonder Allen's patience might be wearing thin. Let's put ourselves in his shoes for a moment. Jonathan Allen has been a pillar on this defensive line, a rock the team has leaned on time and time again. But now, with Darren Payne's presence and the addition of young talent like Johnny Newton, would Allen be feeling like his time in Washington is coming to an end? Football is a business, and every player, no matter how loyal, has to consider what's best for their career. Fowler suggests that with a new regime led by Jaden Daniels at the helm, the situation could be shifting for Allen. And it's not just about skills on the field. It's about adapting to a new era for the Commanders. We're talking about a team in transition, one that's searching for its identity amid all these changes. So, the key question is this the right time for Allen to seek a fresh start elsewhere? Or should he remain the undisputed leader of our defense? Think about this. Trading Jonathan Allen could give the Commanders a valuable draft pick, one that could be crucial for the team's future. With the vision of building Darren Payne and Johnny Newton as the defensive duo of the future, trading Allen might be a strategic move from the front office's perspective. But at what cost? Let me tell you, losing a leader like Allen isn't just anything. We're talking about a figure who not only contributes with his performance on the field, but also serves as an emotional and moral anchor for this team. The chemistry on a football team is delicate. Losing someone like Allen could disrupt it. Some will say business is business, and sometimes sacrifices have to be made for the greater good. But there's also a strong argument for keeping veteran leaders, those who understand the team's culture and can guide the younger players along the way. Allen isn't just a player, he's a symbol of what the Commanders stand for. His departure could send the wrong message, not just to the fans, but also to the players who remain. This Sunday, the Washington Commanders have their final preseason game against the New England Patriots at home. All eyes are going to be on this game. It won't just be a test for players looking to secure a spot on the roster. It could also be the setting for a farewell. Could this be Jonathan Allen's last game in a Commander's uniform? The possibility is there, and that adds an extra level of tension and excitement to a game that would otherwise be routine. And now I ask you, what do you think? Is it time to let go of Jonathan Allen to build a brighter future? Or should we do everything we can to keep our leader on defense? This isn't an easy question to answer, and it will depend on many factors, including moves in the front office and conversations behind closed doors. But one thing is for sure, the future of the Washington Commanders could hinge on how this situation is handled. Two undrafted rookies are putting the Washington Commanders' name in the spotlight, and let me tell you, this is something we all need to take notice of. Because, look, not every day that we see players without much fanfare come in and shake things up in training camp. But here we are, and I have to ask you, do these guys have what it takes to stick around? Now I'll tell you this, we've seen Sam Hartman, Chigozie Anusiam, and Tyler Owens proving their worth. But there are two names that stand out right now. First up, Tyler Owens, a safety who's been shining both on defense and special teams. I think this guy has made so much noise that there's no way we can let him go. You can't ignore a player who makes you question if you can afford to expose him to waivers. Do you think Washington can afford to lose someone like him? I'm telling you, no way. And then, there's Michael Wiley, a running back who's doing everything he can to stay on the roster. He's been solid as a runner, as a receiver, and most impressively, in pass protection. Pass protection. That's something most rookies usually struggle with, but not this guy. Could he steal the number 3 spot from Chris Rodriguez Jr.? That's the big question, and I think he's got all the tools to do it. But who's brave enough to move a veteran for an undrafted rookie? That's what I want to know. I'll say this, Dan Quinn and Adam Peters have some tough decisions ahead. Are they going to risk letting these talents go, or will they make sure they stick around on the roster? Preseason is winding down, and these guys have one last chance to prove they deserve a spot on the team. So I ask you, do you think these rookies have done enough to stay? Or is the road ending here for them? This Sunday, against the New England Patriots, we're going to see if Owens and Wiley can keep standing out. Because folks, make no mistake, these two are in the spotlight, and I believe this is their time to shine. We'll catch up after the game to talk about what went down. And in the meantime, tell me in the comments, which of these rookies should make the team? Friends. Are we ready to talk about what really matters right now? Let's dive into that X factor that could define the Washington Commanders season. And I'm telling you this, I'm not here to sugarcoat anything because what we've got on our hands could either be a game changer or a disaster waiting to happen. Who is this X factor? It's none other than Brandon Coleman, our 3rd-round pick. And let me tell you why this is so crucial. Now let me ask you, how important is it to protect our rookie quarterback, Jayden Daniels? I'm telling you, it's absolutely vital. This kid Daniels has incredible potential, but without protection, his season could fall apart before it even begins. And that's where Coleman comes in. This rookie is being eyed for the starting left tackle job, but he's had his ups and downs in training camp, mainly due to a strained pectoral muscle. I think this puts us in a very precarious position because who's going to protect Daniel's blind side if Coleman isn't ready? I'm telling you, we don't want it to be Cornelius Lucas. 3 sacks allowed in just 231 snaps last season. That doesn't sound good, does it? But here's the thing. If Coleman can overcome this injury and really solidify his spot on that offensive line, we could be looking at one of the best rookie classes in the NFL this season. Imagine this. A rookie quarterback being protected by another rookie, both growing and developing together. That's what I call a bright future. The risk is huge, because if we fail to protect Daniels, we could be throwing all this potential right out the window. I'm telling you this, the pressure is on Coleman, and right now, he is the X factor. Not just for the offensive line, but for the entire team. If he can step up and protect Daniels, Commanders could be on their way to something big. If not, well, you know what can happen? And I don't want to see Daniels running for his life because we couldn't solve our offensive line issues. Now it's time for you, the true Washington Commanders fans, to have your say. What would you do if you were in the owner's shoes? Would you keep Allen or put him on the trading block? I want to hear your opinions. Drop your thoughts in the comments because this is a discussion that can't be overlooked. Don't sit on the sidelines. Every voice matters. And speaking of the future, I want to know, do you see Owens and Wiley as key pieces for the team, or do you think their paths lie elsewhere? This is a debate that needs your input. Do you agree with what we've seen so far, or do you think the team should head in a different direction? Make your voice heard in the comments because this conversation is far from over. Lastly, I ask you, will Brandon Coleman be the hero who protects our rookie quarterback, or will he turn out to be the weakness that costs us dearly? This is crucial for the upcoming season, and I want to know what you think. Don't stay silent and share your thoughts. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to stay updated on everything happening with the Commanders. Here in this community, we're more than just fans. We're a family united by our passion for the Washington Commanders. So join us, subscribe, and be part of this great family where each one of you is essential. And remember, hail to the Redskin!